Morning everybody, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Good morning. I'm here in Rochester in my flat and I'm just chilling out until it's time to take Max for a walk. It's a bit cooler today. It looks like it's rained overnight as well, so it's damp outside. I've just watered my plants on the balcony. I've made myself a cup of coffee. I've fed my pets and let's see what today brings. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. Halloween is coming and spooky things are starting to happen up here in the cloud. If you dare, ask me to scare you.
Alexa, scare me.
Alright, you asked for it. Summoning the bogeyman.
Alexa, what's the time please? Alexa, the time.
Good morning, Crystal. It's 8:35 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today? Alexa, the date.
Today is Thursday, the 10th of October.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
In Rochester, it's 9 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect clouds and showers, with a high of 12 degrees and a low of 3 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry.
And Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include Russian entrepreneur Pavel Durov, American football quarterback Geno Smith, American politician and current governor of California Gavin Newsom, former American football quarterback Brett Favre, and Indian film director S.S. Rajamouli.
So once again, good morning everybody. The weather is wet. So, what happened last night? Well, I don't really go out to the co-op in the morning anymore. I find it a little strange because it used to be my morning routine. I used to go out to the co-op in the morning, and then when I found out that certain things were going on and I was being made a fool out of, I stopped going in there in the morning, and I'm going in there at various different times of the day and I'm finding it a lot better. I do find that if you come out of your comfort zone, it makes you stronger. I mean, at night it's creepy. I mean, it's dark, people are hooded, and you can't see a lot of what's going on. But it's different. I normally don't like going out to the co-op past 8 o'clock in the evening. I don't know what time I was out there last night. Do have a receipt. That was yesterday. That was the day before yesterday. Yeah, this is the receipt from last night. Yeah, 7:45. 7:45 last night. And I served myself at the self-service checkout. It'll be strange if and when I do move from here. It'll be really strange because I've lived here for the past 4 years. I've been in that co-op for the past 4 years. So to move to somewhere different will be strange. I do feel like it's some sort of, I don't know what it is, a horror set. I mean, last night, my goodness me. You wait till it starts to get dark at 4 o'clock. So I think someone's cast a spell on me, guys. I can't meet anybody. They've cast a spell on me. This internet weirdo wants me to themselves. Still, I'm quite happy by myself. I'm quite happy. I mean, last night I had all my snacks ready to watch a Netflix film. You know, my little mini Mars bars and Milky Ways. I sat there by myself watching a film. I mean, I don't mind. It's more for me, isn't it? Because if I do want to get with someone, I want a relationship. I'm not a person that sleeps around, you see. And I know what they think they're doing and it won't work. I know what I want, and if I can't get what I want, then I'll go without. So I'm just trying to tell you all about the film I watched last night. It was Reese Witherspoon, who's got older now. Alexa, how old is Reese Witherspoon?
Reese Witherspoon is 48 years old.
Reese Witherspoon is nearly 50. We're all getting older. And also Ashton Kutcher. Alexa, how old is Ashton Kutcher?
Ashton Kutcher is 46 years old.
So all these young men that I watched when I was in my 20s and 30s, they're my age. They're 40s and 50s now. I hadn't seen Ashton Kutcher for a while. So I wait for my tablet to turn on. It takes a while. Right, so last night I came back in, I unpacked all my bits and pieces. I think my mum rang. I did go out onto the field last night and I walked Max in the pitch black. There was absolutely no one on there at all. When I came off, there was 3 blokes sat on a bench talking to each other. I had my thick parka coat on, and I went into the co-op with the parka coat on as well. There was a guy in there with a trolley case. I think he was Irish, and I know that because he was speaking to the assistant, so I know he was Irish. Like a ginger bearded bloke, he was Irish. A lot of people stay over in the travel lodge. A lot of people go into the co-op in their pyjamas. They do. I've seen 2 or 3 people going to the co-op wearing pyjamas. You know? It's, you know, I just don't understand what that was. It really upset me. I don't know whether they were laughing at me or not. They probably weren't. But it just felt so uncomfortable that I will not go in there. Because no one's making me look like that in front of people. I don't like it. And I am a woman. And I think that's blatantly obvious. So it's just, it's silly. And I go into a co-op to do my shopping. not to gossip about other people or whatever that was. I didn't go out to town yesterday. I didn't go out to Strood. I didn't go out to Rochester High Street. I have been feeling like I've had some sort of stomach bug or something, and it's still there, but I feel better than I did yesterday and the day before. I've still got a bit of a hoarse voice. Anyway, I came back into my flat, and like I said, I put the stuff away, and I made myself a cup of coffee, and I thought, right, let's watch a Netflix film and have a couple of bars of chocolate and cheer ourselves up, because I feel like I'm being cast out and locked in a dungeon. That's why, if I move somewhere where it's smaller, with like 2 or 3 people in the building instead of like loads of people, and I've got a garden or some sort of shared garden, you know what I mean? It'll feel more homely. I don't want to be isolated and completely on my own somewhere, because if there is a stalker about, if you're in a flat or a house completely by yourself, then that's, I still want to be around people, but I mean, if it's got to the point where one of my neighbours is shouting, fucking move, and fuck off, then I don't feel very welcome here, and it's making me feel horrible. And that actually frightened me out of my skin. I thought, really, I can't even go out of my door. I feel like someone's trying to, I don't even know the person, and I don't know why they was doing it. No one should be afraid to live in their own home. No one. So I watched a Reese Witherspoon film last night. It's like 2023, I think. A feel-good film, like a chick flick. It reminded me of years ago, Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher. And before I went to bed, I started watching the Menendez brothers. The Menendez brothers, which has been recently added to Netflix, is one of the top 10 films. It's one of the top 10 films, the Menendez brothers. It was made in 2024. Nearly 30 years after being convicted of killing their wealthy parents, Lyle and Eric Menendez candidly discussed the case in this compelling documentary. So, the Menendez brothers killed their wealthy parents. So I started watching that and listening to that, and then it was time to go to bed. I do have to move out of here. It's not only PTSD, it is like I've been conditioned, and when people, whether it's gang stalking or picking or bullying somebody, it sticks in your mind, and it's very hard to uncondition yourself from what you've been subjected to. So the only thing that I can do is move and start again, and obviously not let the same things happen. Now, I had a very traumatic marriage. It was a very traumatic divorce. I also watched my children get mistreated. I tried to do something about it. I was the one that was made to look like it was me that was the perpetrator, and me and my children were the victims, right? So when I move into a flat and I've got a guy upstairs that's got 3 or 4 kids and they are screaming and they are throwing furniture around his flat because they're autistic, obviously he's split up from his girlfriend, and his girlfriend to me seemed quite aggressive, and she was swearing, and obviously the children were swearing and copying the mother, so they were swearing, they were shouting at their dad. This was when I first moved in 3 years ago. 4 years ago, they were shouting at their dad, and I witnessed one of them hit their father in the street. One of these children, they come across as very aggressive, very loud, and they fight with each other. And when you're in a flat and I'm underneath and they're fighting upstairs and throwing things, it sounded awful, and I was concerned. Not only was it affecting me, the noise was horrific. And when he first moved in, his girlfriend was up there and they were arguing. So it was horrific noise. Screaming, shouting, arguing, throwing things. You know, I'd been through a traumatic relationship. And I'd lost my children, and all I could hear was children screaming and yelling. And it wasn't him doing anything to his children. I saw one of them hit him. So I was concerned. I wasn't being nasty. Children can and do hit their parents. So can I just explain that I wasn't doing things out of being nasty. I was concerned for the guy upstairs. On one occasion I was on the phone to a relative and I said to them, "Oh my God, the noise upstairs, it sounds like his kids are tearing him apart." And I was just told to keep out of it. It's a lot quieter now, it's died down. I think the female's moved out of there and he sees his kids every so often. Now all I wanted to say that I've been through that situation myself, right? With an abusive partner that's been controlling. And all I wanted to do was help. I'm not a nasty person. I'm not. So that stops upstairs, and then we get this person next door picking on me for some reason. And what? What have I done? What have I done? I'm my own person. If I want to go into the co-op dressed in a t-shirt and shorts, what's wrong with that? It was summer. It's boiling. Am I supposed to sit in here in a thick coat and jacket when it's like 25 degrees, 25, 26 degrees? Now I'm going outside wearing a coat, a thick coat and trousers. You know, it's not happening so much. So every one of us goes through things. Everyone has things they don't like. And trying to intimidate me and frighten me in my own residence, you know, what the fuck for? Now it's a case of I have to move. I have to. Because I just can't stand living here anymore. It's got to the point where I hate it. And that's a horrible feeling. I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. And I'll do things and I'll tell you when I've done them. See you later.